Good afternoon and happy Thursday, everyone. It is Scott Wohlers with River Place Capital. It is Thursday, January the 27th, and wow, what a volatile start to the year that we've had in the stock market. And wanted to take some time to discuss what we've seen in the marketplace, what happened last week, what we've seen so far this week, and kind of what our outlook is moving forward. And last week was the worst week in the S&P 500 since March of 2020, and the S&P 500 was down 5.5%. The mid-cap index, as measured by the S&P 400, was down 6.6%, and the small cap index, as measured by the S&P 600, was down over 7% at 7.5% down for the week. So we've had a really volatile week to start off, or volatile week last week, and we've been very volatile to start the year. The S&P 500 is down over 7% year to date. And so I wanted to take some time to really discuss what we're seeing in current market conditions, what we've seen so far this week, and what we see moving forward. So we've seen an incredible amount of volatility, but I wanted to put things into perspective. 10% corrections, and we are definitely in a correction, are very normal and very common behavior in the stock market. And if you look historically, about every 2 years, you should expect a 10% pullback in the stock market. Now, what's different about this time is you have a lot of new people who have entered the stock market since March of 2020, and they've really only seen the market do one thing, and that is go up really high. And so what we've seen is, as we are entering into this year, we had the Fed Chair Jay Powell come out yesterday. He spoke. He gave overly kind of hawkish remarks about rate hikes and things along those lines, and it's really kind of caused investors to get a little scared going into the beginning and be very spooked going into the beginning of this year. Now, that being said, we do still have corporate earnings coming in that are telling us how companies are doing during this time and how they did last quarter and finished up the year last year. And those earnings are telling us a very positive story. Now, they're not the 20 and 30% beats that we've been seeing over the last 2 years. They're more in line with consistent and normal growth figures of about 6 to 8% on the beat line. So the corporate news that we're getting is very good. However, on the Fed side, it has people a little spooked, but understand that we have come off of a 19%, essentially 19% year in 2020, and we had close to a 27, 28% year in 2021. And so as we enter 2022, we have started with the full pullback, but what we're seeing right now is classic bottoming behavior. And we saw that really indicative on Monday when you saw the Dow touch levels down 1,100 points, over 1,000 points on the day on Monday, and it finished the day positive around 100 points. And you saw another 900-point swing on Tuesday, and you saw another 900-point swing in the markets yesterday. Now, Tuesday, it never rallied back to those levels. And yesterday, we had some positivity going into the day until we got Jay Powell's remarks, and that sent the market downward for the day. Now, we have some confidence going into today. It's faded a little bit. I will be very interested to see how we close. But the most speculative assets in this marketplace have really found the bottom and have actually turned positive over this course of this week. So we continue to monitor those. And when your most speculative assets start to turn positive and move higher, that's typically indicative that we are near the bottom. But expect this time not to be a V bottom. Expect for us to slosh around in here a little bit as we are finding our footing and get more and more corporate news to give us a positive catalyst to move higher. Now, we do still expect markets to finish the year this year higher. And so if you are looking at getting into the market, or if you have cash on the side looking at something to do, well, I just gave you a market on sale at over 7% so far year to date. It's a great opportunity if you have a long-term time horizon to get into the market. So if you have questions about how to do that, or ways in which we can help you navigate the current volatility to limit the downside pressure, give us a call. We'd love to talk to you. You can reach us at 904-346-3460, or as always, check us out online at www.riverplacecapital.com. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your week. Talk to you next week. Thanks.